Hi guys. So I'm gonna show you something really cool that you could use to set up this to set up some awesome controls for actually Windows. And so basically, first you're gonna need to go on to any music store or basically any website to basically get this. But I'm gonna recommend Sweetwater because this video is sponsored by Sweetwater. So yeah. So basically, first you go to I'm just gonna show you Sweetwater. This this is. So first you gotta go Sweetwater and get the Korg Nano Control 2. I did a black and white one, doesn't matter, just get your color preference or any controller, but this one is the one that has the most support, or the Korg Nano or the Korg controls. It just the korg nano control is the one I recommend because that's all the buttons you really need. But um and this is the one that has the most support. So you go there, get the korg nano control. Then you go to Google and type in MIDI mixer, and then you click on MIDI www.midimixer I mean uh midimixer.com right here, and then it says MIDI mixer, control Windows volumes and more with MIDI. So you click it. You click download, and when you click download, it will load. Once you click download, you basically press save it to your desktop. It will download, or save to wherever you save your downloads at. Since I save mine to desktop most of the time and transfer it somewhere else, then that's what I do. So I save on my desktop. Once it's saved, you load it on the window. Then you double click this, install it, follow the instructions in installing. I'm not going to do that since I already have it installed. So then you will basically get a window like this, but yours will be basically blank. There will be nothing here. And so after you get this installed, you don't you make sure before you have this installed, you have the korg drivers installed. You get the korg drivers by typing in korg nano control 2 drivers, and you install them. And then you can either um you either can install this first, or and then shut it down, install the drivers, and then turn it back on, or you can install drivers first for the korg nano control, and then you can basically install this. I did it by installing the drivers first and then installing the software, but either way it would work. So then after that, you go to profiles. And in profiles, as you can see, there is um stuff like the Akai LPD8, which also works, the Akai MPK Mini MK2, the Akai Professional Fire, the Behringer X Touch I can't read that, it's too far. Extender, Behringer X Touch Mini, Icon, Perform M Plus, Icon, Q, Con Pro G2, the MTech Studio Piece 016, the Korg Nano Control Studio, which is the bigger brother, the Korg Nano Control 2, and the Teenage Engineer OP1, the Ungodly Design Launchpad, and the Worldy Easy Control 9. Those are the ones that are officially supported. You can add your own specifically. So you would basically just add, you would click on this, and then you can add your profiles. This is the korg nano control too that I custom modified, where when you actually get this on fader 1, it'll list the mute, assign, and run as R as in run, S as in S is assign, and M is the mute, and those will be, so when you press the M button on your korg nano control, it will mute the fader. So assign. So other than that, after that, you basically, after you click on the korg one, you basically press copy. If so, you go here and press on the korg nano control 2, open it up, and then press copy. Well, actually load and then copy, and then it'll be over here, and then you click on here, press you press copy, then you press load. My bad, I messed up with that one. So after that one, you will have a blank page over here, just with the faders and knobs. And so then you go over here, and whatever you can do custom settings. So for faders, I got rid of all the mute and assign buttons because I'm using them for other stuff. So, and for the knobs, other stuff too. The knobs actually has fader 1S on here, freshly mute. And so, and fader, so the fader 1 through 8 button S's are mute for knobs 1 through 8. And then M is a hotkey. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So after you remove them from actually there, you basically go to buttons, and all your buttons will be actually here. And so the ones you have assigned to the little special buttons, it will show right here. So I have these assigned to my knobs. And so this one is for mute for my this is mute for my capture card, desktop audio, and also my microphone and OBS. And that one, and then the track previous, which is you look at the korg nano control, track previous is on the far left. That one is the key combination. And then the track next is the run the file, which is auto hotkey file that I have for running it. Basically, when I press the run track button, it just does that. And then the track previous does that. So that's it. I'll leave this on. So then the marker set, which is the set button on the korg nano control, runs OBS. And then fast forward, rewind, and also stop, play, record. Record is for recording in OBS, and the stop button is for stopping. I don't remember what play was for, but it's in there. And then the fast forward and rewind are for pause and unpause. So I can basically use the control surface just instead of the keyboard on my Stream Deck, because Stream Deck works fine for this, but just would end up needing a bigger Stream Deck, even more. So that's what that one does. And so let me get back into here. So the core. So this is basically the faders. The faders are assigned to OBS. So basically, fader one is fader one is the microphone. So what it controls the volume of my microphone. That's fader one. Fader two controls the volume of the desktop audio. Fader three controls the volume of my capture card. Fader 4 is for controlling is basically for switching to webcam scene on OBS, my webcam scene. And then fader 5 is for switching to desktop. Fader 6 is for switching to desktop with cam. Fader 7 is switching to my capture card. And number 8 fader is for switching to capture card with webcam. So I can do the preview right now. So right now we're on 5. I mean, yeah, 5. Here is 6. As you can see, here's 7. Here's 8. And here's 4. And I'm just going to go back to here. So as you can see, now going back to the knobs. So some of these knobs I don't mess with, but I have them there just in case I need to. So knob 1 is Firefox, so I can control the volume of Firefox with knob 1. Knob 2 is my speakers, which is my audio interface, which I use for listening to stuff. And then knob 3 is for my speaker / headphone audio for my Realtek audio. So how I have it set up so I can monitor both audio sounds is by using a 1/4, a 1/4 a quarter jack to a quarter jack splitter so a quarter jack female to 2 quarter jack males, and then splitter, and then one of those plugs into my amplifier, my headphone amplifier that I use for these headphones, and then the other one is plugged into a 1/4 to 3.5 millimeter cable that plugs into the computer's headphone jack. From actually there allows me to split the audio through one pair of headphones without having to use 2 separate headphones like a Bluetooth, like I showed in the previous video, or a regular pair of like earbuds. I'm just using one pair of headphones. And then knob 4 is for my actual my microphone speaking into. I can control that volume. And knob 1 through 4 S buttons. Faders 1 through 4 S buttons are for muting Firefox, the audio interface, the Realtek audio, and the actual microphone. And then number 6, I don't remember what that was, but it hasn't been assigned to anything, I don't think so. Number 6 is foobar, which is I have uses for controlling music. And then next is VLC for music. For movies to watch or other like movie files. And then there's focus. This one is interesting because whatever is in focus, it basically is being played through it. I can control it there. So it's mainly meant for if you are running a game. So instead of having each one of so let's just say you have 3 games you play, like for example Apex or Fortnite or Call of Duty. Those are just some examples I can think of off the top of my head. All FPS. So instead of having 3 knobs or 3 faders that are Fortnite, Apex, and Call of Duty, Focus will be able to control all three of the games depending on whichever one's actually open, so you don't have to change your audio there. And then what with the latest update I've noticed with this is after you make a change, you have to right click here and press restart. And so there's that. And all you have to do is basically make sure when adding something, for example, let's just say I go to start and then foobar, and I open foobar. So foobar is open up on another screen, but when I go to the knob, it says foobar right here, and you have to select foobar or any other app that's already open. So and so that's all you need to know about that, because you can add foobar or any other application. So if you have Spotify running, you can control it with actually the korg nano control. And then once you have all that set up, there's a um thing I'll show you on OBS. So if you go to here, you right click. I mean, if you go to here, I have a oh, it's not on here. So I usually have an actual thing where basically if you want to just control all your audio on one thing, you literally can just add it right here and just add it as a global like global source that you can just add as like a source. I mean, as you actually can add the the scene as a source, and then you can basically have all of your audio on one device. I think I made a video of that too. And then you basically go to your settings, and then you just go to your audio output. I mean what is it called? The audio output, and then you turn that off. You turn it off, make sure everything is disabled here, and then you're pretty much done with that. And then you can just add all your sources separately and add that main source to actually here. And then you could use something like the korg nano control and also some hotkeys to go to hotkeys. And once you go to hotkeys, you actually can set the hotkey to basically for mute and unmute to mute a source. So if you want to mute, for example, what's that thing called? For example, desktop audio, you can mute desktop audio. Or if you have Spotify open, you actually can play actually Spotify and mute that when you're trying to talk or when push to talk. And then if you want to basically not record what is in your actual stream. So if you're streaming and you have copyright music playing, you literally can just go to advanced audio properties. And then once you go to advanced audio properties, you can basically uncheck. So let's just say you want your desktop audio and your microphone audio picked up on channel 1. Then so you want it picked up on channel 1. You just have channel 1 playing for you just have channel 1 and channel 1 for the mic and desktop audio selected. And then if you have, for example, Spotify open, you uncheck number 1 and just have it playing on number 2. And so when you're streaming, you would basically hear channel 2 in the stream only, because then you go to settings, and then you go to where's it called? Stream. Not stream. You go to output, and you go to output. It says in streaming, it says audio track. You actually can basically press audio track 1 for. You actually could press audio track 1 for. You can have press audio track 1 for recording to VOD for Freshy Twitch. So Twitch VOD track, you basically press number 1, and then when streaming, you just press number 2, which is basically just for record. This is just for streaming. You actually can have number 2 checked, and then you add the number 1 as your recorded VOD. But for recording, because I don't basically stream with OBS, I stream with another software, and I just use this for main recording. And so for like recording audio tracks, you basically, and this is if you want to upload the video to YouTube specifically, when like you want to stream, is it will only record what's on track 1 if you select have 1 selected. If you have 2 selected, it will record on track 1 and 2. If you have all 6 of them selected, it will record on track 1 through actually 6. So if you disable, because if you just have it for recording and you disable track 2 through 6, if you don't have 6 channels of audio, then if you just have two tracks, you can just add 1 and 2, and then get rid of 3 and 4, and put 3, 4, 5, 6, and then put your what's that called? Your Spotify onto track 3, and just it wouldn't be recorded because of I actually you actually can play any music on track 3, which Spotify will be listening to. Then once you do actually that, since Spotify's only being listened to track 3, and the stream would actually hear it, and you would hear it in the stream, but it wouldn't be picked up in the recording because it's on track 3 instead of 1 and 2. So yeah, that's how you can stream with 3 different tracks, and you can control those tracks with the korg nano control. So I hope you liked that video, and thanks for watching. Bye.